Siemaneczko, tu wasz host, Max nie umie grać w kolejnym odcinku Fallout 3, prawdopodobnie ostatnim odcinku Fallouta 3, więc będę chciał, żebyście zostawili mi komentarze na temat czy ma być gra Fallout New Vegas, czy ma być jednak Fallout 4, bo mam New Vegas i 4 i nie wiem, którą wam pokazać grę, więc wybierzcie w komentarzach, która z tych gier ma się pokazać następnym Falloutem. Dziękuję. Zaczynamy, suby i lajki, czas start! Ukradli mnie.
So, you're awake. Let's keep this nice and simple. You're going to tell me the code for that purifier, and you're going to tell me now.
This is kinda a mistake. You are gotten wrong person.
You really think I'm that stupid?
Yes.
I know you were there. I saw you. You're in a heap of trouble, kid. You're a traitor to the United States government. You know what happens to traitors, don't you? You give me that code, and maybe we can work out a deal for you. But you need to start talking right now.
Why you so want this code so badly?
You know why. We can't start the purifier without it. The longer the purifier isn't running, the more people suffer. Now, I'm running out of patience, son. I want that code, and I want it now.
Nie wiem jaki jest kod.
You lie.
Colonel, I have need of you.
Mr. President, I have no time for other matters. I'll be with you shortly.
Now, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
Hello at last. I do apologize for Colonel Orland's attitude. He's been under a great deal of stress lately. I've no doubt that you know who I am. I'm sure you've heard my radio broadcasts. I'd like to have a word with you face to face. I think there are a few things that you and I should discuss. You'll find your possessions in the locker near the door. I'll unlock the way for you. And I'll unlock your restraints as well. I'll be waiting for you in my office. Please don't carry.
Zabrali mnie.
Hold it right there. You're supposed to be in that holding cell. You're not going anywhere. There's a full complement of guards in the next room. As soon as I get them, you're going back to your cell. In a body bag if necessary. On whose authority? I have no records of that. You're supposed to be in a holding cell.
The president wants to speak me in this office.
What? No one sees the president except Colonel Autumn. Stand right there while I check this out. Mr. President, I'm sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Williams. I have an unauthorized individual here who says he's supposed to speak with you.
I'm surprised to hear from you, Lieutenant. I don't recall authorizing you to contact me directly.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that. It just seemed out of the ordinary. I apologize.
Apology noted, Lieutenant. Yes, I instructed our friend to come up to the control room. No questions, no interference. Am I understood?
I understand, sir. Again, I apologize for the interruption.
Allow our friend to pass and report to your superior for reassignment, Lieutenant, at once.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Nie mam zamiaru się z wami bić. Idziemy sobie pogadać. Bo ja bym bez problemu was mógł rozpróć. Ta? Czyli tak poplątane korytarze. No, zobaczę sobie na mapie, gdzie to jest. Control room jest A1. 3A, 3B, 3A, 3A, stąd wyszłem. Przez... co? Aha, jestem tu. Muszę przejść przez 3B, przez 2A, przez 2B, przez 2C, żeby dostać się do A1. Dobra. Stędy musiałem iść.
Attention!
Attention. This is Colonel Autumn. You are hereby ordered to ignore the president's briefing. The prisoner from Vault 101 is to be shot on sight.
Aha, tam jest walka pomiędzy dowódcami. Teraz muszę przejść górą przez 2A. Przez te 2 klapki, żeby przejść do tego korytarza i przejść tu do góry. Dobra. Okej. Korytarzem w dół i w bok. Okej. Pakujemy wszystko do speecha i w big guns. 4 punkty, no to pójdziemy w mele, scientist, medycyna. No nie będę odpić. Contact meditation, speak, to speech. As you, aha, maintain. Strong back, animal friend, finezja. A wezmę sobie te. Animal friend. Proszę mną mnie rzucać. Aha, to było bardziej w dół. I do 2C idziemy. Słabe macie te pancerze. Jestem w 2C. Gdzieś tu powinno być przejście do... Siedzi sobie w wieży normalnie, Saruman.
Ah, face to face.
Robot.
It's high time. I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities.
If you are meeting face to face, show yourself, don't hide behind the monitor. A ja wolę powiedzieć, this is pleasant to meet you, Mr. President.
You're too kind. Pleasure is mine, I assure you. I've been anxious to make your acquaintance for some time. You and I have much to discuss, my young friend.
I'm listening.
Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secure.
What country? Look around, everything is destroyed.
It's a bit of a bleak outlook, don't you think? The United States has fallen on hard times, yes, but it can be healed. You have that power to heal within you if you allow yourself to act. What I ask of you needs explanation, so you understand why it must be done. Perhaps that will stir you to act.
Hurry up and get the point.
Yes, indeed. The point is, you're hampered at every turn by a world gone wrong. So-called super mutants, ghouls, horrific creatures. The mutations outside these walls must be cleansed before we can prosper. Mutation must be eradicated. I believe your father's work can do that more quickly and efficiently than ever possible before.
My father's works? How is this relevant?
The purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland. With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion. In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland. At the same time, the good people of the world regain their health. I need you to make the modification necessary for this to succeed.
Okay. Sounds good. Tell me how to do it. Let's get to work.
In front of you is a vial of modified FEV virus. Based on schematics of the purifier controls, it can be inserted directly into the console. Then enter the code necessary to start the purifier. The automated systems will take care of the rest. That's all you need to do. It's very simple.
I can do that for you, Mr. President.
Excellent. I am pleased to know that I can count on you. There isn't much time. I suggest you travel there immediately. Once you've taken the vial, you're free to go. I'll do what I can to help speed your exit.
This is what the end? And then you need to destroy yourself and this base?
I'm afraid I won't be persuaded. Whatever powers you may have over the average wastelander are ineffectual on me.
I'll not be the way then.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Not until you've taken the vial.
Aha, dobra, muszę przejść tędy, przez to i przez to, dobra. Tam, stamtąd wyszłem, więc jestem tu, patrzę się na to i tu jest, za mną jest przejście, które muszę iść po prostu i C1, dobra. 1B i C1. Okej, muszę iść dalej w dół. Nie. Przeżyliśmy. Bunkier powalony.
My friend, I see I found you at last.
Ja, siemano.
I knew you had survived, and I had hoped to assist in your rescue to repay my debt to you.
It looks like you got a new toy.
Yes, and the most fascinating one at that. Whoa, this technology is amazing. Imagine the evil that can be eliminated with such tools.
Fax? What you hell you're doing over here?
I saw your capture, and a little cleverness allowed me to follow your captors. I only wish I could have arrived sooner.
Z buta.
Escape. As I owe you my freedom, I felt it was only fair that I return the favor. After all, I know no one else in this world.
You couldn't always use a hand. Would you like to follow me?
I appreciate the offer, but I must decline. I have an entire world to explore, and I must not be delayed any further. I have read about a great museum of history to the south. Perhaps I will head there. Goodbye, my friend. Perhaps I will join you in the future if your goals are virtuous enough to draw me away.
Aha, musimy mieć lepszą karmę, żeby móc mieć. Dobra. Co my tu mamy? I muszę się teleportować tu. Cytadel, jedziemy. Wziąłem to tylko dlatego, by mieć święty spokój, stąd szybko uciec. Nie mam zamiaru mu pomagać. Nie, ten koleś tu mi wiecznie mi przeszkadzasz. I co? I co? Kurczę, turniu. Nigdy więcej. Ja, tu można dostać w pieprz, widzę. Tak po prostu chcę stanąć. Spoko, baza, lecimy. Mam gika. Chyba, że wyzionę megika. I tym głupki tu są.
All I'm saying is, the longer we sit here, the more time they have to shore up their defenses. We should hit them sooner rather than later.
We barely have the manpower to keep the citadel fortified. We've been over this before, Sarah.
So we just wait until they decide we're next on the list? If the Pride goes in now, we might have a chance.
And if you fail, then what? The risk is not worth the reward.
I agree. Without the Gek, the Purifier is useless to the Enclave anyway. They may give up before long.
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it, Sarah. You just have to follow orders.
Yes, Father.
So, you're back. We had feared both you and the Gek were lost. Were you successful?
Well, sort of. I found geek.
Excellent. With that, we hold the key to keeping the Enclave from controlling the Purifier.
The Enclave took the geek, try to install it now.
Then we must go at once. If you have any other information, tell me now before we mobilize. Any help you can give might save lives.
Eden wanted to sabotage this project with kind of virus.
I see. And where is this virus now?
I have it there. Take it.
Thank you. I'll see to it that it's disposed of properly once the scribes have had time to analyze it. Perhaps we have underestimated the Enclave. Sarah may be right. An attack may be necessary now.
If the Enclave has the Gek, there's nothing stopping them from starting the Purifier. They'll figure out the code eventually.
I'm afraid you're right. We need to act now while we can.
Send the Pride in. We can do it. We can win this.
All right, Sarah. The Pride goes in. But I want them to have some extra firepower. Rothschild, is it ready?
What? No, I mean, Lee and I have solved the power problems, but we've only barely finished diagnostic tests.
So?
It's not ready for field tests, let alone live fire situations. The weapons haven't been calibrated, the navigation detection system is offline.
Złom.
Rothschild, enough. Can you make it work?
Honestly, I don't know. I think we can scrape by, and I suppose if we can't, it won't matter in the long run anyway.
Then it's decided. Sarah, you take the Pride and use the robot as support. Take our friend here and secure that purifier.
Yes, sir. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that my father and I have been talking. The Pride and I have decided that after all you've survived, you've done enough to be an honorary member of Lion's Pride. So congratulations. Membership comes with some privileges, including our power armor. You want the full suit or the recon armor?
I will take the power armor.
Sure thing. Hopefully, it'll give you a bit of an extra edge. Okay. So do you think you can hold it together for this?
Of course, I can.
Now that's what I like to hear, soldier. You all packed? We're not coming back here anytime soon.
I'm ready.
Okay, don't be nervous. You'll have the whole Pride backing you up, not to mention this giant tin can. Just stay safe until we reach the Purifier. You're no good to us if you're dead. And don't let that thing step on you. Okay, we're going to go over it one more time. The Pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me. Let's move. All right, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out!
No, to jest to. Nie pomogę Enclave'owi, nigdy. Ja tylko chcę po prostu do dobra. Power helmet, power armor. O. Ta przynajmniej nie widać mojej pięknej twarzy. Jak to mogło paść? Dobra. A po to był ten dźwig im. A, robocika wyciągają. A, zaczyna się akcja. Liberty Pride. Ła. Jak wystrzelił? Wszystko wylatuje w powietrze.
Composition. Titanium alloy supplemented by photonic resonance.
Kurde, ale akcja. Jedziemy, bo tu trzeba uratować ludzkość. Ja, tu wszystko wybucha. A walą w niego, no. Przeszkadzasz mi. Muszę iść dalej. Te wybuchy. Jakśmy zaraz bliżej, to niedługo kurde dojdziemy. Ła, wszystko wywaliło. Idziemy nasz pochowany blaszaku. Stała nam chyba przedostatnia bariera do sforysowania. Rozwalaj. O kurczę. Ale dalej się trzymie. Infekt? Aha. Gdzie ty? Ja, wracamy z powrotem. Skończmy tą zabawę. Wać panie, wczytu ościęć. Już, załatwiłaś go? Yes.
Can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this.
I'm going to enjoy killing you.
You're in over your head, I'm afraid. But this is the path you choose for yourself. Tell your father I said hello.
I co? I mamy cię. A, specjalny pistolet. Nawet mogę mieć jego płaszcz. Nie mogę mieć wbikać spić, najwięcej mam już. Weźmy sobie rozbiki wszystko. Nie wiem po co mi to. Here I'm now. Friend. A wezmę sobie to. Koniec, nareszcie koniec.
Well, that takes care of that. By now, the Pride should be mopping up whatever opposition is left outside. Let's get this room secured.
Hello?
Dr. Lee, it's Sarah Lyons. I'm in the control room.
Dr. Lee,
We're both here. What's going on?
I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now. If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws?
I will do it. I start the purifier.
You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
Poczekaj, to było jakoś tak 071. Jak to było? To jest super suits. A, można sobie te... Poczekaj. Jak to było? Jaki był kod? Jakiś kod był, tylko nie pamiętam jaki. A, 216. 216. Działa! Co się stanie ze mną? Tego nie wiem. Ale ważne, że się udało.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child: selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues: sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
Ten tekst. Zawsze. Chyba próbują mnie ratować, patrzcie. Bo stałem się bohaterem, jestem dobrą istotą. Tato, jesteś ode mnie dumny? Patrz.
Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered.
Where's Sarah? Is this okay?
Yes, she's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough.
What's going on?
It's all right, you're safe now. You're in the Citadel. There was some sort of energy spike as the purifier started. You and Sarah were knocked unconscious and brought here to the infirmary. We've been watching over the two of you for days. I'm glad to see it's paid off.
What's about the purifier? Did it work?
Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you.
We did win? Did we beat Enclave?
Yes, we most certainly did. After securing the Purifier, our forces were sent to deal with the Enclave in full. The Pride and Liberty Prime made short work of their base of operations and have since been cleaning up pockets of resistance.
So what happens now?
That's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us.
Is there any way I can help?
Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this.
How I go now?
Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
Wow.
Cut it out.
Ja wlazłem. Mam tą sławną zbroję z samej naklejki, ale widzę, że powoli przechodziliśmy już tę grę w większości.
Hey. Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves? Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting?
I'm learning a little bit, but hoping you could tell me more.
Yes, I believe I can. Step over here for a moment, will you? I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. After their defeat of the Purifier, Liberty Prime was deployed to their main headquarters here. It has been completely destroyed. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions?
I have a go now.
And so you go.
No to co? Zbliżamy się powoli. To jest tylko dodatkowe zadanie z dobiciem tak naprawdę Enclave'a, z ostatnią ich bazy, która tutaj operuje jeszcze. I to będzie tak jakby zakończenie tego wątku zemsty, bo już główny wątek zrobiłem. Przeszłem grę. Dosłownie, przeszłem grę. Trzeba teraz jakoś, ładnie zakończyć. Ten koleś mi przeszkadza, ten durny to tam strzela. A może ja sobie wejdę do góry? Śpicie kurde w otwartym powietrzu. O, Tak. Dziękuję za oglądanie. Cześć i czołem. W mojej fortecy dołączyliśmy się oczywiście do Brotherhood of Steel, znaczy, że Bractwa Stali. Chcę tak ładnie przetłumaczyć. Przeszłem grę, pomściłem mojego ojca. Zostało tylko resztkowe dobicie całego enclave'u, jak już wcześniej powiedziałem. To już koniec. W komentarzach pod tym odcinkiem napiszcie, czy chcecie zobaczyć Fallout New Vegas, czy od razu Fallout 4. Ja wolałbym, żeby był New Vegas, bo to jest jakby kontynuacja tego samego silnika. Nie historii, bo to jest historii w Las Vegas po prostu, nie? Dziękuję za oglądanie tej serii, to już koniec, już nie będzie więcej Fallouta 3, chyba chcecie zobaczyć odcinek specjalny, jak ja dobijam resztkę enclave'u z pytaniem się tego paladyna jednego. Tak czy siak, oczywiście mój kochany, tak czy siak musiał się pojawić. Suby i lajki, zmieńcie kolor koszulki z czerwonego na szary, hitnijcie tego dzwona, linki na dole. Cześć, pa, to już koniec Fallouta 3, chyba chcecie zobaczyć kolejny odcinek jeszcze dobijający enclave'a, jeszcze strujeczki. Pa, cześć, pa.